MMA fighting here with Kamaru Usman at the UFC 2019 UFC Hall of Fame ceremony. We're calling it the red carpet, even though there is no red carpet. But
it's like a burgundy.
sure. Well, first of all, we want to ask you how your health is doing. I know you had some surgery. Is there any timetable for when you want to return? How are you feeling now? Are you even training at all?
Yeah, health is good. Oh boy, hey. Yeah, I see you doing that. Shop. Oh man, back to your question. Yeah, the health is coming along good. I had a pretty invasive surgery, pretty aggressive surgery, and the doctor told me there would be months before I was able to at least get back to activity. And so now I'm on that, the cusp. I just got off. Now I'm able to at least train, do some things. So, like I've always said, I need to fight again before the year's over, for sure. I'm shooting for at least one more fight before the year's over. So, we'll see. Now these guys have to draw straws and see who's willing to get their ass kicked by me before the year's over.
Well, that was my next question. After your last fight, someone brought up Colby Covington, and your exact quote was, I want to beat up that dude so badly. Now he has a fight against Robbie Lawler, who's no easy win. You have another big fight at UFC 239. As a champion, are you happy that you're seeing all of these matches being made, that you will have probably a legitimate number one contender after all this?
I don't care. For me, it's never been about, picking and choosing the fight. That was never the goal for me. I wanted to fight. And so I was always that guy who, I deserved the top 5 guy, but I got guy out of the top 25, and I still went out there and took care of business. And so it doesn't really matter who comes up next. I don't care, When it's time for me to fight, step in there and fight, I'm going to do my due diligence, do the research, and make sure that I'm prepared to go in there and face the opponents. Because, everybody knows what I love to do best when I step inside that octagon, and that's dominate the fight from start to finish.
Now, as a champion and as a prize fighter, are you happy to at least see there's a lot of talk about your division, a lot of matchups that people want to make? They're like, I would want Kamaru to fight this guy, I would want Ben Askren to fight this guy. Do you enjoy seeing that at least?
Yeah, I do, actually, because, the one thing that you don't want to do is run out of guys to fight, to where you're sitting for a while because they're trying to build someone up to make them a legitimate contender. That's what you don't want. And so as long as God permits and I'm healthy and I'm able to fight like that, there's never going to be a shortage of contenders that I can just run through. And that's my plan. I want to run through this entire division to where it's not even close. For a while there, it was just Tyron kind of sitting up there and people trying to figure things out once GSP left. But now it's me sitting up there and Tyron's up there too. And then it's the guys trying to figure this shit out. So we'll see how it goes.
And as a champion, like you've said, you worked your way up. You took fights that people might not have expected you to take. But now that you are a champion, is anything been unexpected that I'm sure you've seen how champions act and they've told you stories, but is there anything that you're like, I didn't expect this to change in my life as a champion?
Yeah, I think as a champion, one of the biggest changes is, I always was like, I gotta do this extra stuff. I gotta talk on social media. I gotta try to build this and do that. I'm always busy doing this and doing that. I'm like, man, when I become a champion, all that's gonna calm down. That's gonna slow down. And then you become a champion, and then once you do this, go to this place, go to that place, do this appearance, do that. So, I would say the time, because that's something that's very precious to me. I have a daughter, who's going to be 5 in the end of this month. And so, spending time with her and really being able to be with her on the daily and make sure that she's, I'm pouring into her as much as I can is extremely important to me. So I would say, yeah, the time is probably one of the biggest things that I didn't expect to change for the negative as a champion.
Well, we are here at the Hall of Fame ceremony, and Rashad Evans, your good friend, is getting inducted. He was also a former champion. Has he told you anything like, hey, I didn't know this coming in, I wish I had known when I became champion?
It's not necessarily what he told me. It's just, the thing that I was blessed with. I was blessed with the opportunity to essentially just be an understudy of this guy. Towards the height of his career and towards him phasing out was I was able to be there. I was able to go to all these events with him. I was able to go through the open workouts with him. I was able to go to the fight week with him, go to the training camp with him. And so being able to see that, go to interviews with him was basically just seeing how he was able to conduct himself and just seeing the right and the wrong things to do. And so, just from from start to finish, from my start of my career. I mean, he was just kind of pouring into me. So, I'm honored. And once again, he's one of those guys. He had to one up me. He was the Ultimate Fighter champion. I got that. He got a UFC belt. I got that. And now he went and got the Hall of Fame. So that's something for me to shoot for.
I can't think of a better way to end this. Thank you so much for the time and have fun tonight. Appreciate you.